Hey everybody, how exciting. We're about to go for another beach fly, but this time it's going to be a little different. This time I'm going to get to do my first tandem flight with my good buddy Tom. And what's so exciting is that today, for the first time on the beach, I can't believe to say it, is that normally when I come here, the winds are like anywhere from 8 to 10 to 15 to 18 miles an hour. There's the flag. That thing is not even moving right now. It is down, and I'm so excited. I can't believe we're about to go on this flight. It's about to be so much fun. So yeah, guys, stay tuned. And yeah, you're gonna go on our first tandem flight, and I am so excited, guys. So stay tuned, and yeah, it's gonna be a really epic time. So till then. All right, everybody. Just to be respectful and responsible, I just want to start out by saying we must strictly abide by all the FAR rules. All tandem flights must be for training purposes only. No recreational tandems are permitted by the FAA. Alright, everyone, let's get right into this epic flight. So let's talk about why we're starting out at this point. I can't believe it. I didn't realize it at the time, but my GoPro failed on me again. It actually froze this time at 7 seconds. And luckily, though, I brought another GoPro here for Tom to actually wear. But I didn't seem to turn it on until like 10 minutes into the flight. I don't know why, but I hope you guys don't mind. I'm going to talk us through our flight like this, and this is about to be a great time. So I hope you guys do enjoy. And yeah, so about a week ago, Tom hits me up, tells me that he got proper training. He got certified to do tandem flights. I was super excited. I told him that I couldn't wait to do it with him. And he told me he was waiting on gear. And what was so exciting was that this morning he hits me up and says, "Hey man, we're out here doing it," and I couldn't actually make it that morning to go out and fly with him. And he told me maybe later on that afternoon we could possibly get together. And I told him, okay, I'll try to keep everything clear. And then he hits me up, and I had the time. I couldn't believe it. I raced out to the beach here, the south end where we always fly at, and it was so awesome. But when I first got there were no winds at all. And I told Tom that. Tom arrived shortly after I got there, and what was so cool was when we were setting all the gear up, because with tandem flights it takes a little bit longer to set everything up. Um, it started to pick up with the winds about to 5 to maybe like 7 miles an hour, and what was crazy was the crowd too that was gathering around. That's why it's such a bummer my GoPro wasn't running, but. Anyway, Tom's explaining everything to me on the ground about what we're going to do. I'm all excited, I can't wait to do it. And then, we're finally all hooked in, ready to go. Tom fires his engine up. It's warming up. It sounds really good. And Tom asks if I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Heart racing. Can't wait to do it. We're set up as a forward launch. So he says, ready? I say, I'm ready. And we shot off for this lunge of a run. And as the wing was getting up, Tom accidentally hits the kill switch. But what was so cool about having electric start with Tom's setup with his Moster 185 is that he actually has electric start. And what's so nice about that, he was able to literally fire his engine up while the wing was still coming above our head as we were running forward. And like another 10 to maybe 15 more feet, we were airborne. And it was perfect. It felt amazing. I can't get over how great that takeoff was. And it was really nice to do it first try in front of the crowd that we actually had. It was just awesome. It was amazing. It felt so good. And, it does bother me a little bit that my helmet totally didn't get any of it in because, the entire flight, I'm asking Tom a million questions. And, he's explaining to me the whole time everything. And I'm going to try to explain some things that we're doing up here in this flight. And, but what's so exciting about this spot right here is that I've never flown over here yet. And what's so cool is that, this is our boat beach. This is where we all park up in the summertime. We all hang out here on the weekends, and right over that bridge are some really nice, good restaurants, and it's such a good time. And yeah, we got a guy here on the beach who was waving. Ah, so cool. And but yeah, so what's so neat is that we were having some turbulence, and what was so cool, Tom was right around here was explaining to me about like how you keep pressure on the wing on certain sides when you're feeling some turbulence, and it was so cool. He was explaining when you would have your trims in, when you would have them out, the basics, which I do already understand most of that. But what was so nice was being able to sit back, relax, feel everything that Tom was feeling and doing and explaining. It was, man, not only was it just an amazing flight, it was really a great learning lesson from Tom, and it was really nice. I feel like I learned a lot from this flight. I feel like my confidence level has boosted up fully, and like I'm super excited for my next flight. And it was just really nice, because when you get to do things like this, it's amazing, when you're sitting right here, you feel everything that Tom's feeling, and it's nice because me already flying about a dozen flights, it felt like I was flying the whole time too, but I was just getting to relax the whole time, and it was just really amazing, and it was just it was so nice, and it was really cool being in a new spot for me for the first time flying, and I've been dying to fly right here, and yeah, this is just really cool and just amazing, and Tom here is such a highly skilled pilot, and it was just nice hearing everything he was saying, explaining, and really we were having such a great time too the whole time, and man, if we would have had it from my point of view, helmet, you would have been hearing me asking the millions of questions. Why this is happening? Why is that happening? Okay, I understand. Okay, I do. It's just, uh, it was just such a great flight, and I've been dying for this. I've been dying to get a good lesson from Tom like this as well, up in the air. It's such a better experience when you're up here like this, looking at the lines up in the air, Tom grabbing them, explaining what the wing does. Like we did big ears when we were up here. Tom let me drive a little bit, which was so awesome. I was flying this awesome 40-meter, I think it's called a uh, dual light BGD, and it was so awesome, and Tom let the trims out when we were flying up there, and man, it really did pick up, and it was cool feeling the difference with the trims in and the trims out on such a nice big wing, and it was just awesome. And yeah, and right now this was such an amazing time right here for me because not only were we seeing the best view ever, like I used to swim right here at this beach when I was a little kid and go skimboarding here and stuff, and then just in the past uh, previous years and even this last summer, I jet ski and boat through these waterways, and it's just so breathtaking that we're up here right now flying over all this stuff that I've grown up around, and it's just such a great experience. Becoming a paramotor pilot, it's just truly one of the best things that I believe that could ever happen, and I'm thankful and grateful to be a part of this new journey, and it's amazing. But yeah, so what was so cool, like I said previously, like Tom is really talking me through so much stuff, and it does kill me that my helmet didn't get any of it. But what I asked Tom on the ground before we got up in the air, I asked him about doing wingovers, and I asked him about how spirals really work and stuff like that, like these little basic things that I've never really tried yet. And well, Tom's like, well, there's techniques and stuff like that, and he's like, I can show you like little mini wingovers, and I was like, well, that would be great, and I would like to see it. And Tom's like, well, we got to get up to like at least above 1,000 feet. I would like to get up to like 1,200 feet. So what was cool, what we're doing too right now, we're obviously been climbing altitude as we're going south, and yeah, like it's super cool, and I was excited to do that, but And right here too, this was like the best view. Being able to look over and see Delaware over there to the right, seeing the outer edges of New Jersey is amazing. It's really amazing. I love what I do, and I loved this moment. It was just amazing to look over all our waterways, seeing Delaware, looking over at the ocean, seeing the end of New Jersey. It's just amazing. I really love where I live, and I really love that I got to do this experience with Tom. This was, like I said, something that I've been waiting to do before I even became an actual paramotor pilot. This is something that I only used to watch on YouTube like a million times, and I can't get over how great this was and the things that me and Tom were talking about up here. And so, like I said earlier, I asked Tom on the ground about these wingovers and just feeling what they feel like, and he told me he would do these little ones and show me how you're supposed to do them. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to bring up my audio from Tom's GoPro point of view, and you're going to hear what it actually sounds like on his helmet. So it's pretty cool. We're now here at 1,200 feet, and it's pretty exciting, I was like freaking out. So here we go. I'm super excited. My heart is racing right here. So you guys can see the huge difference in sound, like from what my helmet sounds like when I'm talking to Tom or when I'm talking to you guys when I'm up in the air. I built my helmet to be able to, so like I didn't have to do these type of videos. I want to be able to talk to you guys while I'm up in the air and stuff like that. And you can clearly hear that, like you can hear everything. It's really loud. It was really hard to hear us. But yeah. But anyway, back into this flight. What's so cool is that this is the first time that I'm actually flying in a bench seat harness. Like I've only flown in what I have is a split leg harness, and it was like such a big difference. Like it's so much more comfortable, and it could have been just Tom's really nice harness that he had. It was like really nice, and it was super comfortable, and I loved it. Like the run up. And then like getting up in the air and keep running, and then like being able to sit up into the seat was just so nice and easy for me. And I really did enjoy it. And but right here too, this was so cool. Like me and Tom right here were talking so much about those little mini wing overs that we were doing, whatever you would like to call them. Just a great time. But yeah, so we were buzzing over here, and then we saw this surfer where there was no waves. So we were just buzzing around. I waved. Yeah, so as we were getting closer to the inlet here, I was talking to Tom a lot about the bumps that we were feeling, and we were experiencing turbulence, and I was talking to him about like things like, do you think, is there more winds right here because there's, the waterway that cuts through the land here, and stuff like that. And it was just nice hearing what Tom had to say about it. And they were very light regardless, like I said, the winds were so low. They were like, I think we had top speeds at 7 miles an hour at the beach when we were up in the air, and they were very light. Ah, but what a great time though. This was so cool. Here we are going over the waterway one last time, and flying away from the boat beach that I hang out in at the summertime, and that was really cool flying over there. So yeah, so like I was saying, we're kind of starting to make our way back now, and what's really cool is that like just flying over this waterway and stuff and doing all this for the first time, like not like I said earlier, like I've never flown over all this yet, and it was just, it was really a ton of fun. Every time I go flying, it's always a ton of fun, and it was such a great experience with Tom here today, getting this flight in with him and getting the buzz all over like this. And right here to our right is where I had my motor out not too long ago, and which got me to get the Moster 185, which I am very excited about. We just took our first flight actually not that long ago, and super excited with that. And yeah, I'm hoping to get to fly hopefully later on today or tomorrow. So we will see, and I will be recording it all. But regardless, right here we saw these fishermen. We were just coming up, buzzing around, seeing what they were up to. Yep, they look like it was like two families over there. Hopefully they were catching. But yeah, this is fun flying over here. I actually haven't flown myself over on this side of the beach either, so this is kind of exciting. Like when I had my motor out, I was trying to actually fly around here, so this was like really nice that Tom brought me over here and buzzed me around on the inside of our waterway here for a brief moment and got to fly over all the overgrowth here on the beach. It's so crazy to think that straight ahead is where I literally landed on one of those dunes out there with the motor out and had to walk all the way back with all the gear and my wing. It was tough, and watching Tom having the greatest time too above, it was but hey, at least I landed safe and everything was fine, and I got the new motor out of it. But right here, we were flying, and me and Tom were just talking, and then he's like, "Hey man, this would be a great time to take a picture." I'm like, "Oh man, yeah it is. I can't believe I didn't think of that before." And I'm like, "Yeah, hold on a second, let me get this going." And I was like super excited because I can't believe I didn't think about this at all. And yeah, I can't believe I got a pretty good shot. Boom! Ah, I love it. I'm just amazed with all the things that I got to do with Tom with this flight, got to experience, the things I learned, it was just all around a good flight. And like all good flights, they always all come to an end here. And the sun was also starting to get to where it was going to set. We had about, I think, 15 more minutes till sunset to the point when we actually landed. So, yeah, I love where we live, getting the buzz around these beaches like this and getting this great learning experience with Tom today was a really nice life-changing moment for me, like it is every flight. And it was just nothing but a good time. So now, right here, Tom is explaining to me, "All right, Dan, you gotta get out of the seat and be prepared to run." And I said, "No, I'm ready. I can't wait. I'm out of my harness. I feel good. And I'm ready to do this, and I wanted to stick this so bad to make sure that I didn't do anything wrong." So, listening to Tom here we are. We're about to be touching down. Boom! Ah, such a great flight. I hope you guys all enjoyed.
Good job. Yeah, if you want to unclip. Yeah, you should be out. That you only have the one clip endpoint.
Ah, epic, man, dude, that was so sick, dude. Hey everybody, how exciting was that? My first tandem flight. That was so amazing. My buddy Tom, it was something else. I don't even know how to describe how great it was to fly like that. And not only was it just a great flight, it was actually one of the best learning lessons I've actually gotten so far yet with my whole flying experience and journey that I've been on. And what was so cool about being up in the air like that, it was really something else having Tom behind me, talking me through everything we were feeling, everything that was going on. It was so cool, you know, and to me, it was just, it was a breathtaking adventure, and I learned so much on it. I'm super happy about it, and I honestly cannot wait to do it again. And man, my confidence level is so much higher that like I am itching to take this back up in the air and go do a couple things, feel more things out. And now with having this better understanding of so much more with flying, and all it took was going up in the air and getting this great lesson with Tom, and it was worth every penny, and it was great. And Tom is a great instructor, and he really knows what he's talking about, and it was just a great time, and it was really cool. I'm very thankful, and man, I don't even know what to say, but I hope that you guys really did enjoy the video, and I have some cool other videos to come about what else has been going on, so just stay tuned. Make sure you guys drop a comment below, like, and yeah, make sure you subscribe. So yeah, guys, until the next video, I'll talk to you later. Peace.